Good morning, Marshals. It's officially Monday. My name is Nate, and this is the Morning Marshal. Today is November 11th, Veterans Day. On June 28, 1918, the Treaty of Versailles was signed to put an official end to World War I. However, 7 months before the treaty was signed, the armistice was called on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. Today we honor and celebrate the sacrifices and work that veterans, past and present, have accomplished to maintain the freedom of our country. Today is National Veterans Day, but it's also National Medal Day and National Sundae Day. Weird combo. But to make a treat for yourself and get some ice cream today. 'Tis the season for new menu items. Some of our local food chains are adding some seasonal menu items. Starbucks has a new seasonal refresher and cold foam coffee and more. Wendy's has a new seasonal Frosty, so get into the seasonal spirit and try these new menu items. Speaking of food, Carson, what's for lunch?
Hey Marshals, did you know Veterans Day used to call Armistice Day? Today for lunches are having choice of chicken and waffles, pizza, salad, or burger. Tomorrow for breakfast is breakfast wrap, and lunch is burritos and cheese cup. Peace out.
Merrill Jackson signed to the Shawnee Community College last week to continue her academic and athletic career. Merrill is a softball player for the Lady Marshals and is starting as catcher. She has been behind the plate for the last 3 years and has a 3.21 batting average and 31 RBIs. We had a chance to interview her and why she chose Shawnee.
It's not terribly far away from home, and with the scholarship money they give me for being a student athlete, it's basically making it where I can go to school for 2 years completely free, and they'll also let me take some arc welding classes along with some of the prerequisites that I need to take to go into engineering after that school.
How'd you get in?
Well, Coach Smith had come to watch me play a little bit at the end of the high school season, and he had gotten in touch with me and asked me to come up for a practice or two with them. And I just went up there and I went on a tour, and I really like the college. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and that's my kind of thing.
Marshall Merch had a very successful opening last Thursday. Here's a bit more information behind the store and why it is now such an important part of our school.
Marshall Merch is a school apparel store, so we sell t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, hoodies, pullovers, cups, stickers, little pouch bag things. I think that's mostly it, but we plan to have more in the future, obviously, and more designs as students buy things.
This has been the most fun project that I've ever had students do. They have learned so much just from designing and ordering and keeping inventory and how to do sales and customer service. So this really and truly has been probably my favorite project I've done in my 10 years of teaching. So.
The album of the week is Everything Goes Numb by Streetlight Manifesto. This is the best sock pump album of all time and has a high energy instrumental, wonderfully handwritten lyrics about life and death. Even though if it doesn't sound like your thing, you should check this out. $11 million is a lot of money. That's how much has been put into the renovations at the Tech Center. It's a huge project and it started roughly a year and a half ago and has still a few more years left to go. Senior Macy Scott is in charge of documenting the renovations. Here's the newest update.
Hello everyone, I'm Macy Scott. I'm a senior and one of the many students working in the Media Arts pathway here at Marshall County High School. I'm also Jameson Miller's replacement, taking over the role of documenting the Marshall County Technical Center renovations through video for students in the community to watch in the future. For a quick recap, this is an $11 million project, renovating a facility that was built in 1972. The demo work began in late January and will be underway for the next few years to come. As of right now, a lot of progress has been made outside. Concrete has been poured and troweled in 2 separate locations. The first location is the beginnings of the new addition on the left side of the Tech Center, facing Highway 68. The plumbing and the foundation were completed in the new addition weeks prior. More detail about the process can be found in the last Tech Center renovations update video. The second location is on the back side of the Tech Center, closest to the greenhouse. Concrete was poured to add more workspace outside the garage doors of classrooms TC3 and TC4. This new space is helpful for large projects conducted in class. While on the topic of class, all the interior renovations for classrooms TC2, TC3, TC4, and TC6 have been completed. The teachers whom these classrooms belong to are finally able to move in and get comfortable again. I talked to Mr. Corey Pickens of the Auto Body Pathway and Mr. Steve Freeman of the Welding Pathway. They shared their thoughts about their new classrooms and their plans for the future.
We're here in the new classroom. It's definitely an upgrade from the Cracker Jack box that we had before.
The new classroom is a much needed space. We have almost double the space that we had before. We have new desks, new tables, new stereo system. We have new everything. It's going to be pretty nice.
It's much roomier. Favorite part of the room is probably the TVs, to be able to show multiple instructional aspects, and also like the new desks.
This space will give me an opportunity to set up our new virtual welder, which we can weld in any process and do, which is going to be a new aspect to this, teaching something a little different through that.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm very excited. Probably 10 to have a new room, new open space. It's just getting it how we want it.
With the concrete poured and the foundation prepared, the walls of the new addition are starting to be built up. You can't get this type of work done without the manpower to do so. There are over 70 people working on the project at the moment, ranging around 20 constant workers on site every day. A lot of hard work is being put in and definitely starting to show. I'm here to keep you all updated. I'm Macy Scott from the Marshall County Media Arts Pathway, and this has been your Tech Center Renovations Update.
As mentioned earlier, today is Veterans Day, but it wasn't always on November the 11th. In 1968, they changed it to the fourth Monday in October, giving all federal employees another 3-day holiday weekend. It lasted for 10 years. Congress decided Americans felt the historical significance of November the 11th, so in 1978, it returned to November the 11th and abandoned the guaranteed 3-day holiday weekend. The Marshall Mission has started a program to help out people with Christmas. We've decided to interview Ms. Buchanan for more information about this program. Let's check that out.
So I am Miss Buchanan. I run the Marshall Mission here. If you've seen the QR codes around the school that say Christmas Mission, that is basically us giving you the opportunity to take care of somebody that might be in your class that you know may not be receiving anything for Christmas, or is brought up maybe they need a new pair of shoes, they need some new jeans, anything like that. Please take advantage, scan those QR codes and let us know who we can help. That is completely confidential, so no one does know who's been referred or who's been referred by. So please do that. If you are with your club or your huddle and you really are wanting to sponsor someone for Christmas, you can do that as well. We will have a tree up in the Mission on November 25th. So feel free to come by after you've talked to your club sponsor and take a star off the tree, and you're more than welcome to take care of them for Christmas. So thank you so much.
Well, that's all we have for today, Marshals. Thank a veteran today, and we'll see you Wednesday.